Dear Jocasta, today is Bastille Day. Now, Mum, before you go carrying on, I know that you taught me that the French are absolutely horrible people ever since they brought out Greenpeace and turned it into a dolphin canning factory. But I still feel that Bastille Day is a cause for celebration. Recently, Richard convinced me that testing cosmetics on animals is wrong. Therefore, please send me only those facial creams that have been tested on the naked skin of refugee babies. Paul's been staggering around a lot and throwing up everywhere. He says it's the rough seas, but I'm not so sure. I've been reading War and Peace recently, but I don't know what it's about. I was pleased, however, to hear that Cousin Valmay's new ears work. Just a pity that falling pianos don't make any noise.
Dear Mummy Wummy, it's your tinkle-winkle, itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny, yellow polka-dot bikini, fluffy-wuffy, smuffy, puppy-poo little boy writing to you again. It's Bastille Day today, so I'm transcribing the 120 Days of Sodom by the Marquis de Sade. Tim told me I was the best to do it because my memory is so good. At least, I think that's what he meant by anal retentive. Paul is being horrible to me again. I'm sick of being treated like an animal. I want to be treated like an object. Like a teapot. And Mummy, Paul's halitosis has gotten much, much worse. His breath smells like when the cat was nibbling on Grandpa's gangrenous leg, threw it up and buried it in the kitty litter tray. I think he's been drinking.
Thank you for the beautiful otter. I have always wanted one since you took me to see that kids' film, Ring of Bright Water, when I was 24. Now, although the otter is an aquatic mammal, it was probably a mistake to put it in an airtight, waterproof plastic bag. But thank you anyway. It was good to hear you've become an organ donor. But I think the idea is you donate your own organs. You don't go out collecting them from other people. Look, I know it's all for a good cause and you're handy with a Stanley knife, but that's not the point. If you're not careful, they'll have a reason for keeping you there. Your son, in perplexity.
Paul, P.S. I don't think there's enough room for the three of us down here. One of us has to go.
Tonka News in Brief. Sex goddess Cicciolina was today confirmed as the new pope by the Vatican. In celebration, Cicciolina abseiled naked down the side of the Sistine Chapel. She later commented, "There was so much wind up there I thought I'd open up like a parachute. Lucky I kept my legs together."
A beautiful Chablis with grapes grown in Normandy. Hey, Harold, watch out for that arrow! A French Bordeaux. It's a beautiful drop. Cointreau. It's a whole bloody orange in there. But best of all, Napoleon brandy. Josephine, 1,000 kisses, even to your dog. Oh, God, I love the French. I like to walk along the Rue de Saint-Lager where man can live. I love without a care, I fill my lungs with air that's fresh and clear. Then I like to walk along the Rue de Saint-Lager, I like to stroll. I love the Sunday Pompadour, the Tower Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower. Come sweep an interview with Mademoiselle. Lovely lady. Oh, say bonjour, monsieur. I'd like to walk with you along the Côte d'Azur. I love the French. Bastards. Even though they're out of laugh out loud. When you order a croissant, they come over here. Bloody Barbie! And for this we won't forgive them. First they steal our jobs, and then they steal our women. And our bloody men. And our cattle.
Examples of French humour for you. Now, I had a friend around this morning by the name of Ronald. I said, have a sit, Ron.
Citron? Citron?
Oh, come on, don't forget.
Stuff you all. Try this one. What's this? It's a very popular Parisian landmark. See if you can guess what it is. Here we go. We won! Come on, think it.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Arc du bloody triomphe. We won. Get stuff, the what are you? Another one, very popular Parisian landmark again. What is it?
Surging water.
Come on, what is it? Come on. Bridge at Bordeaux. Get stuff. Mongrels.
The Germans are lovely, Tim, but they're always starting wars. English are fine.
Yes, rich, but they're miserable bores.
The Dutch are Dutch, and I believe that says it all.
The Swiss like bank accounts and having all their cash on call. The Greeks, I like, but they give me this nasty rash.
Swedes sounds like stewed vegetable mash.
The Portuguese all pluck the hairs behind their knees.
Australians are weird because they've got gigantic heads. Gigantic heads? Yeah, all Australians have huge heads. Well, that's a bit racist, isn't it? Racist? Go back to university.
You're only saying that, Richard, because you've got a big head.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the size of it. When was the last time you fitted into a hat, mate? And you've got to have a big head like that. Because if you didn't have a big head like that, then your big eyeballs would hang off the side of your head and they would just dribble down the side of your cheek all the time and form little puddles in the sand.
Yeah, and that's why you never get out of your room much, because you're lying on your bed, trying to get up. You're like the bloody elephant man.
I'm not Richard. I'm a human being.
Bullshit! You're Richard!
I like to walk
The Germans are lovely.
along the route de Saint-Lachaise where man can live. I love without a care. I fill my lungs.
English are fine.
Weird and fresh and clean. Then I like to walk along the route de Saint-Lachaise.
He's nearly finished.
I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished.
I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished.
I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished.
I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished.
I really, really love the French.
He's such a dickhead.
I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished.
Stupid mumbles. I said I really, Lord, I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished.
I said I really, really love the French.
He's nearly finished. He's nearly finished. He's nearly finished.
Sorry, I thought I was at a Christian revival meeting there for a while.
He's nearly finished.
I said I really, Lord, I really, really love the French.
Vive la France!
And his pals, Simmer and Paddlefoot, the only show on Shitsutoka with a G5 violence rating. They call me Wayne Kerr, and if there is one thing I hate, it is middle-class children. The only way to bring children up these days is to eat them first. See me and my pals tonight. Wayne Kerr, sex is my adventure.
Red rum, red rum. Little pigs, here's Johnny. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, I've got to give up the booze. Oh, Johnny, last night I had an out-of-body experience. The only trouble is, Johnny, I don't know whose body it was. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, I'm having a breakthrough. No, that's not right. I'm having a breakover. I'm having a breakdown. Johnny, I've got to give up the booze. Oh, if I had a holiday. Johnny, you're naked. Put some clothes on. Don't let your sister see you like that. Oh, Johnny, There's two of you. What is this, a conspiracy? Oh, what a piece of work is man. How noble in reason. In comprehension. How like a god I need a drink.
As I stare into the star-studded canopy of celestial spaces, I ponder to self. Flacco, little self of mine, why am I here? Where am I? What could it be? Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. But this doesn't really concern me. Ross, take this down quickly. I've discovered another one. That makes 3 now. And this is one ugly set of DNA. They are huge creatures with hair, but it's on the top of their heads. One is short and odorous, one is gorgeous, and one appears to be a guitarist. Ross, I feel we're on the verge of a major breakthrough here, which could explain my entire existence. But what does it all mean? Keyholes, fish, and 3 very ordinary entertainers. Of course. How could I be so blind? There is only one possible conclusion. I am stuck in a box, bound for eternity, in a vast submarine laden with Earth's greatest art treasures. History has ended thanks to Shitsu Tonka, the giant conglomerate of universal power, and Tim, and Paul, and Richard are locked in vicious conflict with one another and the malevolent forces that surround them. But much worse than this, Ross. I'm in a sitcom.
I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate everything. Oh, Christ! I've got the fear again.
Oh, Christ, he's got the fear again.
What was that?
The fear, Paul. You've got the fear again.
There's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear at all. I'm perfectly normal. I'm fine. I'm okay. You're okay. We're okay.
Oh, Paul, you got to relax, mate. There's nothing to be scared of. No one even knows where we are down here. History's finished.
There is no more sexism, there is no more racism, there is no more conflict.
Shitsu Tonka take care of everyone.
And Donny Osmond is President of the United States of America.
Everybody's happy except for you, Paul. You've got a real chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, Paul, and the reason is because you're short.
Short? I'm not short.
Yes, you are, Paul. You're tiny. You're a runt. You're a hobgoblin. You're a weeny hobbit.
You're a pixie, a gremlin, a dwarf, petite, an itsy-bitsy, teensy-weensy, microscopic germ.
What is it you're trying to tell me?
Face it, mate, you look terrible. I mean, some people have bowl haircuts. You haven't even used a saucer.
Yeah, Paul, you look like Bert from Sesame Street.
And your hands are shaking.
They are not. Look.
You've got a drinking problem, Paul.
Oh, drinking problem, Rich, is that what it is? Call it a drinking problem because you don't want to face up to the reality. You both hate me.
We don't hate you, Paul.
Yes, you do. You hate me. And I know why. It's because I've got a tin leg.
You don't have a tin leg.
Yes, I do. I got a tin leg. Funny. Douglas Bader reached for the sky.
Look, Paul, we just want to talk to you, okay?
Oh, yes. Talk to me. Oh, it's pretty easy for you to stay, isn't it? But it's pretty hard for me to talk when I've got a lisp.
You don't have a lisp.
Oh, yes, I do. You've just never noticed before because you never listened to me. You're listening now, aren't you? Oh, yes. You hate me because I've got a tin leg, a lisp, and because I stutter.
Paul, you don't stutter.
Yes, I do. I've got a terrible stutter.
Oh, get a grip on yourself and stand still.
Oh, stand still. Oh, funny man. You know, it's pretty hard for me to stand still when I've got Parkinson's disease.
Next he'll be saying he's got Alzheimer's.
Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing in my house? Why do you keep feeding me dog food?
Grow up, Paul.
Oh. You hate me because I've got a tin leg, because I lisp, because I've got a stutter, I've got Parkinson's disease. And who are you anyway, and what have you done with the Lindbergh baby?
Paul!
Come on.
What I want to know is where you've been getting this alcohol from. Have you been down to the alcohol library? Some of those bottles are priceless, boy. Have you been down there?
I had a terry-toweling bathrobe and I don't know where it is.
Richard, take this. I'm going to have a look. Don't let him move.
Oh, let him move. Funny man. Funny man.
Alcohol. It's around here somewhere. I know it is.
Bitch! Seeing that leg crust in the doorway reminds me of my poor cousin Valmay. You know, she's got a glass eye, which is pretty tragic for her, I suppose, but I guess she's the only girl I know who can see eye to eye with itself and watch 2 TVs at once. I remember when we were children, she used to keep her pocket money hidden behind the eyeball in the back of a socket. Once I lost the will to live. I found that back there as well.
The invincible, man of principle. He's made of matter, so he's indestructible, and his name is Troy. Strike, 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 strike. Workers of the world, unite. Trotsky once said, it'll never heal if you pick it. So pick it, pick it, pick it. Through one man's self-immolation, all men may self-immolate. Malcolm X said, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Strike, strike, strike. A light. Workers of the world, ignite. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Hey, Rich, I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for money, Richard. Just give us a drink. Come on, a little nip, just a dram,
No,
a wee
Paul.
drop.
Tim said no, Paul.
A bit of the hair of the dog, Richard. Come on.
Paul, some left in this bottle, mate. Do you want what's in this bottle, mate?
Yes, mate.
Hey?
Give me a drop.
Like this. Come on, come on. Reach out. Here it comes, mate. Here it comes. Come on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, I spilt it.
Not a bad drop, eh?
Oh, Rich, come on, you sprog-breath. Let me go, you stupid moron. Give me a drink, you bloody bugger, you stupid...
Oh, I'm so scared, Paul.
Big head. Hey, Richard. Hey, what is it with you and this goody two-shoes Ferguson? Hey, why are you so buddy-buddy with him? I mean, it's not as if he really likes you or anything, Rich. You know, he talks behind your back. You know why he does that? He says you're too ugly to talk to face to face. Oh, come on, Richard. Look, I'm not asking you for a drink. I'm just asking you for a couple of pretty things to look at.
Like what?
Like some household disinfectant. Come on, mate. There's some in my room. There's some household disinfectant in there. Go and get it for me, will you? And there's some metho. There's some metho in the fridge. And there's some terps on the other side of the room and some caustic soda. And there's some lemon essence over there by the fish bowl. And there's some, there's some lighter fluid in my toothbrush jar. Get that. Oh, I've got a bit of a cough. Could you get my cough medicine? It's next to the salmon liver pate. Oh, you're a saint, mate. You're a saint. You're a Christian. Oh, you're a Christian man, Rich. You're a Christian. You're a Christian. Oh, you're a Christian. You're a Rich. Hey, do you want to just get me a bit of metho to clean my lips with? Come on.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Paul.
Oh, come on, mate. Just get up and give me a drink.
But I can't get up, Paul.
Why is that, Rich?
Because I've got a big head, remember?
Oh, you stupid man. You stupid man. You bloody stupid stupid.
a problem. Spent most of my childhood strapped to the leg of a piano. Had to learn to recognize my family by their kneecaps. My Aunt Eileen, she had those fat, dimply knees that sort of met in the middle and never parted. My Uncle Charlie, he had razor-sharp pleats in his pants and shiny black shoes that hurt when they kicked. Every Thanksgiving, the whole family would gather around. My Aunt Eileen, she'd be playing Yellow Rose of Texas and that old piano. And my Uncle Charlie, he'd be stuffing tobacco in my mouth, yelling, "Chew, Bob, chew, chew." You know, one day in the middle of this yelling and playing and screaming and chewing, I heard a voice. And the voice said, "I am the one God, the Father, the Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, of all that is seen and unseen." Bob, you got a problem. You drink, sir? Hi, Bob. And I'll be back.
You know, Ross, my mama always said to me, "Blacko, the world is at your feet." Now tell me, Ross, at whose feet is it not at? Drink, my poignant friends. No, put it away, Ross, put it away. It's my shit, mate. Put it away. Ah, Ross, we go back a long way, eh, mate? Lot of water under the bridge. Tell you what, you scrub up pretty well after 40 billion years. Let me tell you this, seeing you lying there, like that, legs akimbo, I could go for you, mate. I reckon you're bloody gorgeous, Ross. You know, Ross, just the other day I was thinking, what a difference Milo makes.
The last schnapps of bottle. The last bottle of tequila on the planet with a mescal-engorged worm inside. Now, look, we can either drink these separately or we can put them together and make...
A Mexican Hitler, mate, a Mexican Hitler.
A Mexican Hitler, yes, indeed, the most disgusting abhorrent drink known to humankind. Would you like some, Paul?
Oh, yes, mate, just a little nip.
Well, you can't, Paul, because you're an alcoholic, remember?
Oh, everybody hates me. Everybody hates me.
Shut up and eat the worm.
Oh, no, they killed my family.
Paul, it drowned in alcohol.
I'll give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Mumble. Live at the Tijuana Tiergarten is the Berlin Bossa Nova and the Nuremberg Nachos, presenting the gringo everybody loves to be hating, Adolf Gomez McDermott. Call him Liebschatzi, call him Speedy Gonzalez. Just don't call him short. Una, cerveza. Un, dos, tres, cuatro.
I'm both, I'm right, I'm cha-cha-cha. I'm both, I'm right, I'm cha-cha-cha. I'm Riva! Here comes the German reunification. Catch the plane to Buenos Aires, find the new generation. On the Autobahn with Speedy Gonzalez. Hey da hey da da hey. Hey da hey da da hey. Eating nachos in the sun. South America, here I come. I wanna be a Mexican headed up. Viva la Fiera! Viva la Fiera! Mussolini in a white sombrero. Viva la Fiera! Viva la Fiera! Here comes the new Lord and the new order. Right starts burning south of the border. When you know, where can you go? Where to? Mexico! Mexico! Find a small Peruvian village. Just like Pulmonary Felix, drink tequila and siesta with Goring, Goebbels, Himmler, and Kressler. Hey da hey da da hey, hey da hey da da hey. That'll quench my evil desire, setting Eva Braun and Blondie on fire. I wanna be a Mexican header. Viva la Fiera, viva la Fiera. A Franco dances a fascist rumba. Viva la Franco, viva la Fiera. Who's that in the Volkswagen car? From Pasadena. Cisco and Pancho!
Where did they go, dude?
my God, what a hangover. What a clanger. Oh.
Don't worry, Paul. We're giving you something to fix you up, mate.
Hey, hey, Richie, what did one buttock say to the other buttock?
Come on, Digger. This will make his hangover 10 times worse.
Here you go, Paulie. That's you bloody beauty. Stop.
Come on, Paul. This will make you feel much better.
Oh, thanks, Rich.
You drink that, we'll leave you alone. Get some sleep.
Thanks, God. You know, I learned some pretty valuable lessons today. I learned that because of my dependence on alcohol, I almost lost the two best mates a bloke ever had. I lost my family, I lost my wife, I lost my car keys, and I lost my marbles. But worst of all, I can't remember who I am. What am I doing here? Why don't the grandchildren ever visit me? I'm losing my head. I'm nearly finished.